Good evening, my friends, and welcome to day 17, episode 17 of Disasterpiece Theater here in the Empire Wasteland. For those of you that are returning, of course, welcome back. And for those of you that it is your first time, welcome to my parlor. April is Poetry Month, so I'll be reading a work of poetry to you each and every day. Tonight's piece is by Walter de la Mare. It's entitled The Listeners. I hope you enjoy. This poem is new to me, so let's give it a shot. Is there anybody there? Said the traveler, knocking on the moonlit door, and his horse in the silence chomped the grasses of the forest's ferny floor. And a bird flew up out the turret above the traveler's head, and he smote upon the door again, and a second time. Is there anybody there? He said. But no one descended to the traveler. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his gray eyes, where he stood perplexed and still. But only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice from the world of men. Stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stair that goes down to the empty hall, hearkening in an air stirred and shaken by a lonely traveler's call. And he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his cry, while his horse moved cropping the dark turf neath the starred and leafy sky. For suddenly smote on the door, even louder, and lifted his head. Tell them I came, and no one answered. That I kept my word, he said. Never the least stir made the listeners, though every word he spake fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house from the one man left awake. Aye, they heard his foot upon the stirrup, and the sound of iron on the stone, and how the silence surged softly backward when the plunging hooves were gone. The listener, kind of an eerie idea. You visit someone's house, you know they're there, and feel their eyes upon you, but no one comes to the door. My friends, thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, keep it spooky, keep it safe, and cheers.